Howdy folks, and welcome back to She-Ra and the Princesses of Power. Today we're going to be watching Season 5, Episode 4, which is titled Stranded, a title which could relate to three potential groups of people. The first, probably most obvious one, would be Catra. Now that she has successfully gotten Glimmer off of Horde Prime's flagship, she is truly alone, aside from, Horde Prime and all of his clones that are kind of a hive mind and all do his bidding anyway. Ugh, I don't want to touch that one right now. Secondly, we could still be running into issues with Mara's ship. Yes, we got it working to where we could go intercept Glimmer out on her unprotected spacewalk, as it were, impromptu by Catra. Glimmer, how did you get out here? Catra did this to me. Catra. I can just imagine that. Like, even though it was like truly an act of heroism to get Glimmer off the ship, right? But they could be stranded out in space, and just our return back to Etheria could be delayed further. And speaking of Etheria, we could be checking in with kind of the resistance down there. However, the fight is going against Horde Prime and all of his forces. He's not down there. But we could be, out on a mission and like someone gets stuck, kind of, right? One of those classic kind of like, we have to go in and save them. They're stranded over there. I don't know. It could be any of those. Honestly, I think I said most likely for Catra, but all of those sound pretty likely, to be honest. But regardless, I think it's probably going to still be a while until Glimmer reunites with Micah. It would just be really funny if they kind of hold that until like the finale somehow. Hence the whiteboard joke today, which I honestly, as I was writing it, I'm like, this is out of pocket. This is in poor taste, but I just thought it would be really funny if as soon as Glimmer gets back to Etheria, it's like Micah stepped out for something else and then just like they just keep missing each other, because we got the almost reunion back in at the end of season 4 when Micah and Adora and everybody were showing back up to Bright Moon right as Glimmer was teleporting out of there. I think that would just be kind of a funny, not kind of more tragic than funny, but just like, let's get on with it. When's it actually going to happen? If they just keep barely missing each other like everywhere they go. But regardless, back on Etheria, Glimmer would be able to teleport, so she could just like, teleport to where he's at, or at least just keep looking around to try to find him, right? Obviously, I don't think Micah would go anywhere without telling somebody where he went, so who knows? But regardless, let's scooch over here and get ready to watch this thing. Hey, thank you for watching me watch this thing, as I like to say. Make sure you do all the YouTube things, subscribe to the channel so you see when the rest of these come out. We are almost halfway done with the season. We have 10 left. I mean, I guess technically we're not almost halfway done with the season, but we got 10 left. We are counting down where I have fingers for each episode that's left of She-Ra. So that's exciting. I've mentioned this before, I think, but this is easily the longest thing I've ever covered on this channel. So hey, if you're just finding the channel, make sure you subscribe so you see when the last couple come out. All bangers from here on out, I'm assuming. As well as don't forget to leave a like on the video, leave a comment, let me know what you think of this episode, and if you'd like to see any of the She-Ra reactions uncut, unedited, and the next couple early, there's a link to the Patreon down in the description below. Now, let's get on with She-Ra and the Princesses of Power, Season 5, Episode 4, Stranded. Starting off in 3, 2, 1, go. And now I know that I have to expect... see, they didn't do it to me again. I was ready for the intro to play right at the start again, but for whatever reason, last week was a one-off.
So let me make sure I get this right. Catra saved you from Horde Prime?
By yeeting you into space completely unprotected?
She said she wanted to do one good thing in her life. She said she was doing it for you.
Yeah, how does that make you feel, Adora? She's like, how is this a manipulate? How is she trying to manipulate me with this?
There's so much I want to say to both of you about what happened on Etheria. What I mean is, I'm really
scared that we just bumped the ship really hard. In space somehow. Ooh. Now she's gonna take this as they're still mad at me, right? She didn't actually get to say it.
I'm so sorry for everything I said.
Yeah, you did kind of really fuck up back there, didn't you?
Going to pull us apart again. I really missed you too.
Oh, hi, Entrapta.
Darla, say hi. Hello.
Oh. I mean, you did tell her say hi. She said hi.
Fuel crystals are almost burned out.
You didn't tell her say anything else. Okay, so they are stranded.
Sensors have picked up a nearby planet that has a natural supply of the exact fuel crystals we need, and I've set a course.
Oh. Oh, this is interesting. We're seeing a whole ass other planet. All right. I'm ready. Or at least I'm mentally preparing myself for the next couple seconds. We must be brave. I think that was terrible. But whatever, it's in my cover now. Tea for tonight is Vanilla Komaro. But yeah, new planet we get to see. This is gonna be. Oh, and we do get Etheria stuff.
Get that beauty sleep for defeating Horde Prime.
Come on.
Yeah, Adora's gonna come back and he's gonna have a sacred bond with somebody else now. Scorpia.
You know, so just protecting us from any bots Horde Prime might send.
Okay, so some of those.
The night before and
I'm assuming those aren't moons. Okay. All right, hold on a second. Just seeing those. I'm assuming those are planets in the sky, right? Those planets are very, very close because Etheria didn't have any moons, right? We would have seen them, and I think if they were that close, they would have kind of come with us. But those planets are huge in the fucking sky. How close is it for them to just go straight up to a whole ass other planet than to just go home to Etheria? That, you know, at first was like, that seems really weird. But if these planets are like as close, and that could be stylization, right? But when I think of looking in our night sky and I see like Mars or Jupiter or something, yes, Jupiter's huge, but it's also pretty far away. It just looks like a tiny, tiny little dot in the sky, right? So I don't know, like whatever. It's a fantasy series. They can do whatever they want with it. But I'm wondering if we're going to find anything on this planet, given that this planet is home to like the natural crystalline structure that we can make the fuel out of. I wonder if we're going to find some first one stuff here, because we know that they left the planet, or were obviously technologically advanced enough to have space travel. I wonder if we're going to find anything that I don't know. We'll just wait and see. I'm not going to get my hopes up, but that would be really cool. Regardless, it's still going to be really cool to see a whole ass other planet, right?
I've had this connection to She-Ra, our sacred bond, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I know She-Ra's gone, but I thought maybe I could still connect to Adora.
This is the crystal planet with all the crystals?
Correct.
Well, I'm glad the atmosphere is breathable.
Where are the crystals?
Underground.
They've gotta be here somewhere.
What is that? It looks like
That looks like a spire. Yeah.
First wave of Horde Prime's invasion.
this planet. He destroyed it.
Oh.
That's what he's doing to Etheria. This is all my fault. Horde Prime only found us
Because you activated the heart of Etheria.
Oh, Bo still hasn't. Adora might be all friendly, but Bo still. Ooh. Bo, the friendliest character in the show, is finding it hard to forgive. That's interesting. Also, this planet looks really dusty. I would need to, at the very least, do this. Preferably masking up, because my allergies are starting to go nuts just like looking at this. I think I said similar things when we went to the Crimson Wastes.
Bo missed you so much, but he was really hurt by everything that happened. I think he was so focused on finding you, he never actually worked through all his stuff. Maybe if you try.
Oh.
Oh! Adora!
Great Glimmer, you let Adora fall. See, she's oh, see, I told you all the crystals would be underground, right? Oracle.
And I found the crystals!
We'll have to find another way down.
From Etheria, it's me, Swiftwind. Oh man, have I got a lot to catch you up on. Anyway, hope space is fun.
No, space sucks, actually.
I know the others think this is useless, so if you could just give me a sign you're hearing this.
As soon as Adora re-enters Etheria's atmosphere, her brain just gets overloaded. She's like, holy fuck, why do I have 99 messages waiting for me? Who filled up my voicemail inbox? Okay, footprints.
Hello?
Are these like survivors?
Wait, intruder!
Whoa, whoa!
Who are you? Why are you following us?
Why are you hitting me?
They have powers too. Do they have their own runestones here?
only here for the fuel. After that, we're getting as far away from Horde Prime as possible.
Interesting.
Who with the Horde? No! I mean...
I used to be. Okay,
Look,
that's...
But I'm not anymore. It's complicated, okay?
Okay, so that's mechanical arms. I thought it was like stretchy powers. Instead, it's a Fizzarolli situation. How could you be so reckless?
Sorry.
Yeah, and there's that word again, sorry. I do like that little owl critter. Magic owl critter. You know, I think you could just reach your whole arm over as... I mean...
by the way, and this is my bird, Glory, and my sister, Tallstar, and my brother...
Starla.
Well, does your brother have a star name as well?
Besides, we have plenty to share.
Oh! Oh, never mind.
Sorry.
Blech.
I'm Adora.
Jewel Star. And it doesn't matter.
It is a star name.
The pink crystals? That's why my friends and I are here.
But they're pretty much impossible to get to. Stashed away.
In the center of this cave that...
Is falling apart because of the...
Earthquakes.
We're stranded until we can get them.
Title drop.
This place used to be a safe harbor for travelers across the galaxy. Then, Horde Prime arrived. Now we're just scavenging the remains, same as he did to our homeworld.
Gotcha. For whatever reason, I thought they were going to say, like, Etheria? Holy shit. That's where our people are originally from, but it's been so long, right?
I'm a part of a rebellion, fighting the Horde. Once my friends find me and we get fuel, I'm going to face Prime and I'm going to stop him.
Wow, really?
I do like the Steven Universe kind of sparkle eyes.
If everyone works together, I know we can take him down. He has to
Interesting,
pay for
like
what he
sowing the
did.
seeds of rebellion, like off planet as
He has
well.
someone on his ship. We're stopping him.
Ah, come on, somebody you what, Adora?
No, Catra is not my friend.
She's tried to kill me a bunch of times since then, but then she saved Glimmer. And maybe that means they're still good at her. It's complicated.
Everything seems really complicated with you.
Trust me, we have like 4 seasons of backstory to get through. There's a lot.
Who are the space pirates?
Oh, and see, he still instinctively went and protected her. Look at that.
Darla's sensors indicate that this planet is apparently a hotbed of seismic activity.
Yeah, no shit.
Darla and I figured out an algorithm to predict the tremors, and we're sorta running out of time before the really big one hits.
Not the big one. Shout outs to anyone watching from California.
You guys are pretty close.
Thankfully, we didn't have a giant planet-sized weapon to try to activate to drive us apart, right? Gee, I would hate to be anyone who is in that situation right now.
That's the Thulate.
There it
We have
is.
to get over that?
The chasm is wider than last time we tried.
Well, we have someone with stretchy arms. And Trapta can, like, string her hair individually to, like, make a bridge, right?
Knock this column over during the next quake, we could bridge the gap and get across.
Let's do this.
Also, I'm just realizing we are more than halfway done with this episode and we haven't seen any Catra. I don't think we're going to today. Yeah, look at this teamwork. Wow, the lesson we learned today is that it really does make the dream work.
We need to turn back!
We can't! This is our one shot!
It's too dangerous!
Please, Bo! Just trust me, okay?
Yeah, this isn't even I'm doing the most just to try to make it right. This is our only shot, right?
We're out of time. They need to come back now before this whole place breaks apart.
You can do this.
You know, for someone who mostly fights with magic, Glimmer has a lot more upper body strength than I do. I would not be able to climb that. Not even just that fast at all. And what if she gets stuck, but it turns out that it has the same properties as her runestone?
Go! We're right behind you!
But look at Bo trusting her, just like she said, right?
I can't hold it anymore!
No! Hang on!
Oh, God. I could fix that right up. Shame we're out of time, though.
I'm not leaving anyone!
Oh, shit, here we go. She did the damn thing. Yeah, even Glimmer's like, I know I'm supposed to be getting down right now, but what the fuck? She tapped into it for a brief moment.
I think that was She-Ra.
Nice. Okay, so it's... I don't want to go to spoilers for another show, but a certain other character from a show I like whose powers stem from, like, the heart and strong emotions and caring about those that they love.
Ready to do something that probably won't work?
Always.
Hell yeah. I would not trust that shit. Come on, stretchy arms. Almost a... And I know I'm probably reaching for the parallels, but...
Okay.
I'm okay.
Alright, now get the fuck out of here. I mentioned Promise last time about when Catra left Adora, like, hanging onto a ledge. And Catra just walked away, right? Whereas here, it was like a don't let go kind of moment.
We did it! We actually did it!
You Etherians are so reckless.
Stubborn.
And brave. Magic hasn't been seen in the universe in centuries. But what I saw you
Interesting.
do, you might actually be able to take on Prime. And we want in.
Nice.
Then welcome to the rebellion.
You know, I'm also thinking back to Entrapta's former servants, who we never saw except for that one small little cameo last season since their introductory episode.
Maybe you'll be mad at me for a really long time. I deserve it. But I'm not going to stop trying to make it better.
Bo's about to start
I made a
crying.
mistake.
I can't stay mad at you.
You get to be mad for as long as you need to be. But I'm not going anywhere. And when you're ready, I'll be here.
Damn, that's valid.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's probably the most mature response you could give to that. He could have popped off and said, yes, I am mad. You fucked up really bad back there. But, you know, just the okay.
I know this is going to sound crazy and dangerous, and I know Catra was our enemy, and she's done a lot of bad things and hurt a lot of people.
We have to go get her, right?
But
You want to go back for her.
I can't just leave her there.
It might not be Catra anymore.
Whatever you need to do, I'm with you.
Glimmer never saw any of the horrific, like, Horde Prime clone cult shit, did he? He might have gotten a quick flash of She-Ra.
What is it? What's going on?
I felt her! She-Ra is back!
Hell yeah. Nice. I'm gonna just really quick check the... Where are you? Oh, Alex Blue Davis. Not who I was thinking. That character sounded like, and forgive the pronunciation if I get this wrong, but Avi Roque, who played, what's their name? Oh, why am I blanking on their name? From the Owl House. Rain Whispers. Kind of a similar sounding voice. That's who I was thinking it was throughout that episode, but well, guess I was wrong. Still, I hope that those characters are something of a factor for the rest of the show, unlike Entrapta's servants that I mentioned before, who were like, maybe regular people can do stuff, maybe we can help fight, and then they just like disappeared from the series, except for a one-off gag, like I said, where Bo was like, have you been here the whole time? And they're just like, that was the joke, that they were never seen again, right? And I know that they were all voiced by well-known actors who would probably charge a pretty good rate, who are busy and would likely not really be able to record too much. But still, it was just kind of disappointing. Like I thought they were interesting, you know, when you take the time in an episode to introduce these characters who have interesting, unique designs, you would kind of expect to see them more than for just one more gag throughout the show, right? So hopefully the Star family will, you know, be seen again and will be more useful. Because I do like them. They're all really interesting design-wise. I think my favorite one is the one with kind of the stretchy limbs, just because that's fun. I've always enjoyed that kind of aesthetic. It's just fun. Very practical and useful too. Even if I was gonna bitch about the fact that they were holding food and then like stretch their fingers, and I was like, look, you didn't have to do that, you could have just done that. But it's still just like one muscle stretching, right? So I guess I can't really bitch about that too much. This was a solid episode. Interesting, weird kind of one-off. But I really like the relationship dynamic between Glimmer and Bo, right? Like I was saying, and Glimmer pointed out, Bo is Mr. Friendly who can, you know, I think I made the joke before, he could make friends with a rock, and probably has at some point. And the fact that it's taking him the longest out of anybody to kind of get past what Glimmer did and kind of forgive her and talk with her is really interesting to me. Like Adora kind of seems like the one who'd be like, I told you this was like, Adora has the most right to be upset, right? She's the one who told her, we cannot do this. You got to listen to me. Like, trust me, I know what's going on here. It cost her the sword that was her easy conduit to be She-Ra. She's going to, I mean, at that point, she didn't think she could ever be She-Ra again, right? Everything that she's gone through since these last couple episodes, since the end of season 4, has been Glimmer's fault. It's Glimmer's fault that they're in space anyway, right? Adora has the most right to be mad, but she's the one who was the first to forgive her and give her a hug and, you know, all that kind of stuff. And it was Bo that was like the one who can't let it go, which I thought was really interesting. I'm sure they're going to work through it, because you saw all the times Bo was kind of instinctively like saving her, reaching out for her, like doing his best to keep her safe, right? Because, you know, you still can't erase all that history that you have. And even though there might have been a fuck up, and let's face it, it was a pretty big fuck up, right? You still can't erase that deep friendship that they have together, right? So it will take time on the personal side of things, but as far as the two of them are concerned, yeah, they're going to be okay. I'm assuming this probably won't last too much longer in terms of episode count. I have a feeling they're going to they're not really going to have too many opportunities to kind of have like little friendly friendship moments, right? Because it seems like it's going to be pretty much all action from here on out. Real curious for this next one. I've heard people talk about, I said last time that I've heard people talking about how 5x3 is one of their favorite episodes. Likewise, I've heard a lot of people mention episode 5 of this season as being just a phenomenal banger of an episode. I have seen the title. I know it's called Save the Cat. So that's, you know, obviously it plays into how this one ended here. But I'm horrified and very excited to see what happens next. But I said all that to say I haven't really heard too many people talk about episode 4, and I kind of understand it. It feels, I don't want to say like a bottle episode, but not too, aside. Yes, I know that Adora tapped into She-Ra for the first time since the sword is broken, and that's absolutely fucking huge. But at least as far as everything else that happened in the episode, kind of like a bottle, like self-contained episode. Aside from the brief glimpse of She-Ra, you pretty much could have cut most of what happened and just said like, we have to go back for Catra, right? Like at the beginning of the next episode, right? If none of the other stuff in this episode happened, you could start the next one with them being on the ship and being like, we have to go back for Catra. Like, I know it sounds crazy, but we have to. And Glimmer would be like, she did save me. Okay, we have to. So I could see why people might kind of bounce off this one a little bit, but it was carried mostly by kind of these new interesting characters that we got introduced to, who hopefully won't disappear after this episode. But yeah, I don't think I have too much else to say here. A relatively simple one in the grand scheme of things, and I think I broke down all the character relation stuff pretty much as I could. So that's where I'm gonna cut this one. So what did you think of this episode, dear viewer? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Is this one of the weaker points of season 5 for you? I know that, what was it? Episode 2 of the season, I think it was. I think people were saying is like the weakest episode of the season, but I could definitely understand if people said that this was their least favorite episode of this season as well. So definitely let me know what you thought in the comments below. Don't forget to leave a like on your way out, and I'll catch you for the next episode of She-Ra and the Princesses of Power. Take it easy, everybody.